So let's start with the aforementioned Ohio State Buckeyes, the now defending national champs of 2024. Final season grade, Ryan. I thought a little bit about that one. They had the national title win, but they had the loss to Michigan and still no Big Ten title. So in theory, they whiffed on two of their three goals they had for the year. But in my opinion, the national championship salvaged the season and trumps all. So I gave Ohio State just an A. I did not give them an A plus. I gave them an A. Had they not won the national title, they probably would have been like a B plus. But I gave Ohio State an A for winning the Natty.
I did the exact same thing, and I used the exact same rationale because,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you sit there and you look, okay, if our three goals are beat Michigan, win a Big Ten, win a national championship, okay, you only met one of three. But it's kind of like when you're in a class and you have like two midterm exams and then a final, and one midterm is 20%, the other midterm is 20%, and then the final exam counts for 50%, and then you have like 10% for busy work in there or whatnot. Ohio State did all their busy work. Sure, maybe they didn't pass their two midterm examinations, but when you
They effing failed the one midterm.
they did
like
they did
straight zero. They got their name right. I don't even know if they got their name right.
what's it? You get like 100, like 300 points on the SAT for writing your name or something like that. They even got their name wrong against Michigan. But I mean, you come out, you have that playoff run, and like I think when I get Ohio State fans are weird in the sense of what they prioritize, but if like you look at the season overall as a whole, not only do you have arguably the most incredible playoff run in the history of the sport, but like during the regular season, you also beat Penn State and Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a freaking great season, and I get that it's going to be clouded a little bit because you lost to Michigan and then didn't get to play for a conference title for that, but it'd be one thing too if they like took the Penn State path to the national title or the Texas path where it was like, great, you beat Clemson, you beat Arizona State, and then you beat Texas or Penn State or Notre Dame or whatever, and then beat the other in the national title game where it's like you got a cakewalk there. They did not get a cakewalk there at all.
I said it before the playoff once the teams were announced. If Ohio State won it, it was emphatic they were the best team in the country because they had the hardest path to get there.
For sure. Yep.
And they made it. So real quick, I did my grading expectations. My grading from expectations, like what we thought about through the season, before the season, to actually how it actually played out. So I just didn't go final grade.
Oh no, for sure.
Here.
That's what I like. Kind of like grading on a curve, right? Like it's based on your. So like, I mean, we'll get into it a little bit, but someone like Indiana, for example, I gave an A plus to because based on expectations. But we'll get to Indiana a little bit. But yeah, it didn't feel right giving Ohio State an A plus, given that they also didn't win the Big Ten nor beat their best rival. But I think an A is more than warranted in this situation.